CBSE Board, Class 10th, Term 1, Social Science, Sample Paper and Marking Scheme। सबसे पहले हम इस वीडियो में सैम्पल पेपर से रिलेटेड इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स को डिस्कस करेंगे। सैम्पल पेपर में टोटल नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस 60 हैं और पेपर में 4 सेक्शंस हैं। सेक्शन ए में टोटल नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस 24 and out of 24 questions students are supposed to attempt only 20 questions. Section B contains total number of questions 22 and out of 22 students are supposed to attempt any 18 question. Section C, it contains 12 questions and out of 12 questions students are supposed to attempt any 10 question. And section D, that is question number 59 and 60, they are map based questions and there are 2 questions in section D and all the questions are compulsory. That means there are total 2 questions in section D and both the question has to be attempted. So in the question paper there are 60 questions and out of 60 questions students are supposed to attempt only 50 questions. All the questions contain equal marks और क्योंकि टोटल नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस जो अटेम्प्ट करने हैं वो 50 हैं और क्वेश्चन पेपर 40 मार्क का है, तो इस तरह से मार्क पर क्वेश्चन इज 0.8। तो पर क्वेश्चन कैरी 0.8 मार्क। अगर हम पार्ट वाइज एनालिसिस करते हैं क्वेश्चन पेपर का, तो हिस्ट्री के टोटल 15 क्वेश्चंस पूछे जा रहे हैं। सेक्शन ए में हिस्ट्री के 5 क्वेश्चंस हैं, सेक्शन बी में 4 क्वेश्चंस हैं, सेक्शन सी में 6 क्वेश्चंस हैं। ज्योग्राफी में सेक्शन ए में 5 क्वेश्चंस, सेक्शन बी में 2 क्वेश्चंस, सेक्शन सी में 6 क्वेश्चंस एंड सेक्शन डी दैट इज मैप बेस्ड क्वेश्चन, तो इसमें ज्योग्राफी में 2 क्वेश्चंस हैं। सो टोटल नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस इन ज्योग्राफी इज आल्सो 15। पॉलिटिकल साइंस सेक्शन ए 7 questions and section B 8 questions. So total number of question from political sciences 15 and economics total number of question in section A is 7 and total number of question in section B is 8, that is total 15 questions from economics. अब हम लोग social science का जो क्वेश्चन पेपर है, सैम्पल क्वेश्चन पेपर, उसको डिस्कस करेंगे विद आंसर्स। सेक्शन ए, फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, हु अमंग द फॉलोइंग वाज द फाउंडर ऑफ यंग यूरोप अंडरग्राउंड सीक्रेट सोसाइटी इन बर्लिन? एंड ऑप्शन ए ग्यूसेप गैरिबाल्डी, बी ग्यूसेप मैजिनी, सी Count Cabor, D Octavian Bismarck, and answer is option B, that is Giuseppe Mazzini. Question number 2, which of the following was the result of the Act of Union 1707? Options are unification of Italy, B unification of the Kingdom of Great Britain, C unification of Italy, and D unification of Vietnam. And answer is option B, that is unification of the Kingdom of Great Britain. Question number 3, identify the correct statement with regard to the Zollverein from the following options. A, it was a coalition of Prussian states formed to manage political alliances. B, its aim was to bind the Prussia politically into an association. C, it was a custom union at the initiative of Prussia. D, it helped to awaken and raise national sentiments in Europe? And answer is option C, that is, it was a custom union at the initiative of Prussia. Question number 4. Which of the following countries were involved in the three wars with Prussia and ended with victory and unification of Germany? Options are A. Austria, Poland and France, B. Austria, Denmark and France, C. Austria, Turkey and France, D. Austria, England and France. And answer is option B, that is Austria, Denmark and France. Question number 5. Identify the ideology under which people demanded freedom of markets in early 19th century Europe. And options are A. Romanticism, B. Liberalism, C. Socialism and D. Rationalism. And answer is option B, that is liberalism. Question number 6. Choose the correctly matched pair about the crops and the areas they are grown in. Options are groundnut, Assam, B. Tea, Gujarat, C. Coffee, Karnataka, D. Sugarcane, Chhattisgarh. And answer is option C, that is coffee, Karnataka. Question number 7. The piece of land left uncultivated for the past 1 to 5 agricultural years is called dash. And options are A. Barren land, B. Forest land, C. Grazing land, D. fallow land. And answer is option D, that is fallow land. Question number 8. Which one of the following conferences were convened to discuss environmental protection and socio-economic development at the global level in 1992? Options are A. Kyoto Protocol, B. Montreal Protocol, D. Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit, and D. World Summit on Sustainable Development. And answer is option C, that is Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit. Question number 9. India has land under a variety of relief features. Which of the following features ensure perennial flow of some rivers, provide facilities for tourism and ecological aspects? Options are A. Plains, B. Plateaus, C. Islands and D. Mountains. And answer is D, that is mountains. Question number 10. Which one of the following human activities has contributed significantly in land degradation? Options are deforestation, B. crop rotation, C. shelter belts and D. plowing. And answer is option A, that is deforestation. Question number 11. Which one of the following countries adopted majoritarianism in their constitution? Options are A. Nepal, B. India, C. Sri Lanka, D. Bangladesh. And answer is option C, that is Sri Lanka. Question number 12. Identify the significant reasons of power sharing from the following options. A. Reduces socio-economic conflicts, B. Provides ethnic cultural development, C. Allows people to enjoy specific rights, D. Restricts supremacy of one party. And answer is option A, that is reduces socio-economic conflicts. Question number 13. Apart from the central and the state government, Belgium has a third kind of government as well. Identify this third kind of government from the following options. Options are A. Democratic government, B. Socialist government, C. Community government and D. Liberal government. And answer is option C, that is community government. Question number 14. Which of the following countries is an example of coming together federation? Options are A. India, B. Sri Lanka, C. USA, D. Belgium. And answer is option C, that is USA. Question number 15. Why is the power shared amongst different organs of government called as horizontal distribution of power? Identify the correct reason. A. It gives judiciary more power than legislature and executive. B. It allows different organs of government to be placed at the same level. C. It gives representation to different ideologies at political level. And D. It influences and coordinates in the decision making process. And answer is option B. That is, it allows different organs of government to be placed at the same level. Question number 16. In India's federal system, the central and the state governments have the power to legislate on all those subjects which are included in the A. Union list, B. State list, C. Concurrent list, D. Residuary power. And answer is option C, that is concurrent list. Question number 17. Which of the following states of India enjoy special powers under Article 371A of the Constitution of India? Options: A. Nagaland, B. Rajasthan, C. Punjab, D. Tamil Nadu. And answer is option A, that is Nagaland. Question 18. Which one of the following is an example of primary sector activity? A. Banking, B. Outsourcing, C. Farming, D. Banking. Answer is option C, that is farming. Question number 19. Which of the following measures the proportion of literate population in the 7 and above age group? A. Net attendance ratio, B. Enrollment rate, C. Literacy rate, and D. Dropout ratio. And answer is C, that is literacy rate. Question number 20. Which one of the following is the correct meaning of average income? A. The total income of the country divided by its earning population. B. The total income of the country divided by its total population. C. The total income of all the residents of the country. And D. The total income from the domestic and foreign sources. And answer is option B, that is the total income of the country divided by its total population. Question 21. Which one of the following best describes Human Development Index? A. Improvement in science, information and technology. B. Improvement in health, education and income. C. Improvement in information and communication. D. Improvement in investment, finance and technology. And answer is B, that is improvement in health, education and income. Question number 22. Consequences of environmental degradation do not respect national or state boundaries. Which of the following is the essence of this statement? A. Economic development, B. Human development, C. Sustainable development, D. National development. And answer is C, that is sustainable development. Question 23. Which of the following examples fall under an organized sector? A. A daily wage laborer working for a contractor. B. An engineer getting all employment benefits. C. A cleaning staff in a private hospital. D. A tailor stitching clothes at his home. Answer is option B, that is an engineer getting all employment benefits. Question 24. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005 states a guarantee of minimum 100 days of employment per year. If government is unable to fulfill these 100 days of an unemployment, the government would have to A. Pay the compensation in lieu of these days. B. Provide another scheme for the same. C. Pay at least 1/3% allowance. And D. Provide health care compensation. And answer is A, that is pay the compensation in lieu of these days. Section B. Attempt any 18 out of 22 questions. Question 25. Following image is the personification of Germany commonly associated with the Romantic era and the revolutions of 1848. Identify its name from among the following options? A. Mariana, B. Philip Wheat, C. Germania, and D. La Italia. And answer is C, that is Germania. Question 26. Which of the following options are correct about Balkan nationalism? A. The Balkan region became part of the conflict because of the Ottoman Empire. Second, the region comprised of ethnic groups included Greeks, Serbs, Montenegro, etc. C. British and ethnic nationalities struggled to establish their identity. Options A 1 and 2, B 2 and 3, C only 2, D only 1. And answer is option A, that is 1 and 2. Question number 27. Why did the weavers in Silesia revolt against contractors in 1845? Identify the appropriate reason from the following options. A. Contractors did not pay their dues. B. Contractors appointed few on high posts. C. Contractors used government policies. D. Contractors gave them loans on high interest. And answer is option A, that is contractors did not pay their dues. Question 28. Identify the major aspect that help in the formation of a nation state in Britain. Option A. In 1688, the monarch of Britain fought war with English Parliament. B. The Parliament, through a bloodless revolution, seized power from the monarchy. C. The British nation was formed as a result of a war with Ireland and Wales. D. The formation of a nation state in Britain was the result of many revolts. And answer is B, that is the Parliament through a bloodless revolution seized power from the monarchy. Question 29. Identify the soil with the help of clues given below. First, develops in area with high temperature and heavy rainfall. Second, is low in humus content. Third, found in the hilly areas of Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. And options are A. Forest soil, B. Yellow soil, C. Black soil, D. Laterite soil. And answer is option D, that is laterite soil. Question 30. Which of the following categories of resources can we put tidal energy in? A. Renewable resources, B. Non-renewable resources, C. Actual resources, D. Potential resources. And answer is option A, that is renewable resources. Question 31. Consider the following statements on power sharing and select the answer using the codes given below. First, it is good for democracy. Second, it creates harmony in different groups. Third, it brings transparency in the governance. And fourth, it brings socio-political competition among parties. And options A 1, 2 and 3, B 2, 3, 4, C 1, 3, 4 and D 1, 2 and 4. And answer is option A, that is 1, 2 and 3. Question number 32. How does judiciary act as an empire in a federal nation? A. Judiciary rules over center and state. B. Create center and judiciary work collectively. C. Courts can change stature of constitution. D. Courts use the power to interpret the constitution. And answer is option D, that is courts use the power to interpret the constitution. Question 33. Two statements are given in the question below, and assertion A and reasoning R. Read the statements and choose the appropriate option. Assertion A. Sri Lanka adopted Singhala as the only official language of the state. Reason R. The government of Sri Lanka wanted to foster their culture, language and religion. Options A. Both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. B. both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. C. A is true, but R is false. D. A is false, but R is true. And answer is option A, that is both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Question number 34. Match the following items given in column A with those in column B. Column A, information technology. Second is police, third is education, and fourth is defense. And it has to be matched with column B, that is first is here concurrent list, second union list, third state list, and fourth residuary power. So here answer is option A, that is information technology. It is residuary power. Police, it is in state list. Education, it is in concurrent list. And defense, it is in union list. Question number 35. Anita is appearing in an examination conducted for the recruitment to central government positions. In how many languages, as mentioned in the 8th schedule, can she opt to take the exam? Select the appropriate option. A. 18, B. 21, C. 22, and D. 25. And answer is option C, that is 22. Question number 36. Identify the administrative system of Indian government with the help of following information. First, power shared between central and state government to local government. Second, it is called as the third tier of government. Third, the state governments are required to share some powers and revenues with them. Select the appropriate option with the following: A. Federal system, B. Unitary federal system, C. Decentralized system, and D. Unitary system. And answer is option C, that is decentralized system. Question number 37. Which of the following options prove that India is a quasi-federal state? And options are: first, more powers to central; second, residuary subjects with center; third, equal subjects with center and state; and fourth is currency and railway with center. And options are: answer B is the correct answer. Answer B, that means India is called a quasi-federal state because more powers are with center, and residuary subjects, they are also with center, and currency and railway, they are with center. Question number 38. Identify the correct statements about the theory of federalism in the Indian Constitution. First, the Constitution declared India as a union of states. Second, sharing of power between the union government and the state government is basic to the structure of the Constitution. Third, it is easy to make changes to this power sharing arrangement. And fourth, the Parliament can on its own change this arrangement. Here statement 1 and 2 is correct, that means option A is correct. Question number 39. Two statements are given in the question below as assertion A and reasoning R. Read the statements and choose the appropriate option. Assertion A. Human development mentions how much socio-economic development has happened in a country. Reason R. Comparison of national income of two countries explains Human Development Index. Here options are: both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. B. Both A and R are true and R is not the correct explanation of A. C. A is true but R is false, and D. A is false but R is true. Here option C is the correct answer. That means A is true but R is false. Here choose the correct option from the following. List 1: courier, fisherman, carpenter and transporter. And list 2: tertiary sector, secondary sector, primary sector and secondary sector. Here option A, that is courier, it is the tertiary sector. This is correct. Option A is the correct answer. Question number 41. Read the following data and information carefully and select the most appropriate answer from the given box. And here you have to read carefully the box and the paragraph written under the box. Ria is an employee of a multinational company who gets transferred to different countries after every 3 years of service. She has been given an opportunity to choose any one out of these 3 countries mentioned in the table above as her next job location. She calculates average income of all these countries as per the given data and chooses to be transferred to country A. Identify the reason for which Ria has chosen country A. A. Most of its citizens are rich and stable. B. Has most equitable distribution of income. C. National income of its citizen is higher. And D. Average income of its citizen is lower. And answer is option B, that is has most equitable distribution of income. Question number 42. Vijay is undernourished as his weight is 45 kgs and his height is 1.78 meters. Find out his body mass index from the given options, and option A is the correct answer, that is 12.6. Question 43. A woman works at a sweet shop in her village on a contract basis and gets meager salary after working the entire day. She doesn't get any holiday or paid leave. Rather, her employer deducts her salary whenever she is absent from work. Find out in which of the following sector she is working. Options A, primary sector, B, service sector, C, organized sector, D, unorganized sector, and answer is D, that is unorganized sector. Question number 44. According to 2017 and 2018 data, the share of different sectors in employment in India was primary sector 44%, secondary sector 25%, tertiary sector 31%. Out of the 3 sectors, why did the ratio of employment in primary sector high? Select the most suitable option. A. Workers in the primary sectors are underemployed. B. Low job opportunities in secondary sector. C. Efforts of labor are not equivalent in all the sectors. D. Outsourcing of job opportunity in secondary sector. And option A is the correct answer, that is workers in the primary sector are underemployed. Question 45. 2 statements are given in the question below as assertion A and reasoning R. Read the statements and choose the appropriate option. Assertion A. Crude oil reserves in the entire world are depleting. We need to find a sustainable substitute for it. Reason R. Oil and petrol prices are increasing day by day. And here option B is the correct answer. That means both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Question number 46. A man is employed on a food processing farm where he has to do a lot of manual work. His wife and daughter also help him in his work on the farm every day. Which type of employment is this an example? A. underemployment, B. seasonal employment, C. overemployment, D. cyclical employment, and answer is option A, that is underemployment. Section C. This section consists of two cases. There are total 12 questions in this section, and attempt any 10 questions from this section and read the source given below and answer the questions by choosing the most appropriate option. First we have to read the para carefully, and after reading the para come to question number 47. Why did the Grimm brothers give the tales a readable form without changing their folkloric character? Choose the correct option from the following, and here option A is the correct answer. That is, the collection enjoyed wide distribution in Germany. Question number 48. The impact of literacy contributions of Grimm brothers was widespread. Identify the best suitable option depicting the same from the following, and here option C, that is promotion of ethnic belonging, is the correct answer. Question number 49. Fill in the blanks from the given options. The work of the Grimm brothers influenced and inspired people to collect tales. They believed in the spirit of dash and considered it essential for the reflection of national identity. Here option A, culturalism, is the correct option. Question number 50. Why did the foreign domination was considered a threat to nation building? Select the best suitable option from the following in reference to the context. Here option B, that is erosion of native values and ethos, is the correct answer. Question number 51. How were the Germans able to connect with their own culture? With reference to the above context, infer the appropriate option, and answer is option C, that is through the feeling of collective belonging among nations. Question number 52. Two statements are given in the question below as assertion A and reasoning R. Read the statements and choose the appropriate option. Assertion A. Regimes of 1815 did not tolerate criticism and dissent. Reason R. Conservative regimes were autocratic. Here option A is the correct answer. That means both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Again, read the source given below and answer the question by choosing the most appropriate answer. So after reading the para, come to question number 53. One can infer from the above given information that marginal and small farmers have been pushed out of cultivation. Which of the following is the prominent cause? Here option D is the correct answer. That means soil degradation and extensive green revolution. Question 54. Read the following statements and find the correct from the given options. Statement 1. Indian farmers are diversifying their cropping pattern. Second, they are shifting production from cereals to fruits, vegetables, etc. Third, jute is in high demand in the Indian market. And here option A, that is statement 1 and 2, is the correct answer. Question number 55. According to the information given above, there has been reduction in the net sown area under cereals and pulses. Identify the reason, and here option D is the correct answer. That means availability of more profits from commercial crops. Question number 56. Fertilizers, pesticides and insecticides which once showed dramatic results are now being held responsible for degrading the soil. Infer the positive effects of these inputs noticed earlier from the following statements. Here option A is the correct answer. That means these inputs have shown increased outputs and productivity. Question number 57. There are states in India which are using fertilizers, pesticides and insecticides at excessive level to increase their agricultural production. Identify the states which are at prominent level from the following options, and here answer is option B, that is Haryana and Punjab. Question number 58. Food production provides the base for food security and is a key determinant of food availability. Why is this trend shifting towards industrial crops? Choose the options correct option in reference to the context, and here answer is option D, that is to fetch more income and high earnings. Now come to section D, that is this section is map based section. Here two questions are given. Question number 59 and 60. On the given outline map of India, identify the locations with the help of specified information. First location, that is A. On the political map of India, A is marked as a dam. Identify it from the following options. Option A, Salal. B, Bhakra Nangal. C, Tehri. D, Rana Pratap Sagar. And answer B, that is Bhakra Nangal is the correct answer. Question number 60. Look here, B. On the same map, B is also marked as a major tea cultivating state. Identified from the following options. A, Assam. B, Punjab. C, Bihar. And D, Gujarat. Here option A is the correct answer, that is Assam.